Etymology and historical origin of the baby name Giselle. Giselle is a variant of the French female name Gisele, which comes from the Germanic word gisíl, meaning pledge. The name is thought to be derived from the medieval practice of leaving children in foreign courts to be brought up as pledges for an alliance. Gisele was the wife of Duke Rollo of Normandy in the 10th century. Rollo was a Viking leader to whom the lands of Normandy were granted by France's King Charles III under the provisions of a treaty after Rollo's defeat in Paris. Gisele, the king's daughter, was also part of the compromise. Another example of a pledge, we guess. In any case, it is on her account that the name Gisele became so popular in France in the Middle Ages. The Normans would have brought the name to England during the 1066 Conquest. However, it appears that the popularity of the 1841 ballet Giselle had more influence in the English-speaking world in terms of the name's modern usage. Personality of the girl named Giselle. Romance is the hallmark of the six personality. They exude nurturing, loving, and caring energy. Sixes are in love with the idea of love in its idealized form, and with their magnetic personalities, they easily draw people toward them. Like the number 2 personality, they seek balance and harmony in their life and the world at large. They are conscientious and service-oriented, and a champion for the underdog. These personalities naturally attract money and are usually surrounded by lovely material objects, but their human relationships are always primary. They thrive in giving back to others rather than being motivated by their own desires. This is when they achieve great things. Sixes are natural teachers, ministers, and counselors. Popularity of the girl named Giselle. Giselle first appears on the America popularity charts in 1983, but doesn't do a whole lot in the 1980s except bounce around positions of very low usage. The year 1993 saw the biggest boost for the name, over 400 spots on the charts. We can't determine what the impetus for this was. As the 1990s progress, it appears the name is gaining some serious traction. In 1997 alone, Giselle advances another 300 positions on the charts. This time it seems clear that the NYC-born, Puerto Rican TV host, Giselle Blondet, probably added to the name's allure. She quickly gained international fame as she became co-host of Univision's Despierta America. In 1997, the name rapidly became a favorite among Spanish-speaking Americans. The late 90s and early 2000s saw another boost in the name's popularity, probably due in part to the supermodel Giselle. Lastly, Giselle gets a final push toward the top after the 2007 movie, Enchanted, was released, featuring the darling naive Princess Giselle. While the name has not achieved top 100 status across the United States, it's currently a top 50 in the state of California, and a top 80 in Texas and Arizona, all border states with a high concentration of Hispanic and/or Latino Americans. Ironically, Giselle is a French name rather than Spanish or English. Who cares, though? It's just a gorgeous name. Sophisticated. Elegant. Beautiful. We'd pledge this name to our daughters any day of the week. Quick facts on Giselle. Gender, girl. Origin, English. Number of syllables, 2. Ranking popularity, 203. Pronunciation, Giselle. Simple meaning, pledge. Characteristics of Giselle. Sensitive, humanitarian, affectionate, family-oriented, compassionate, community-minded, loving. Cultural references to the baby name, Giselle. Literary characters of the baby name Giselle. Giselle is the central character in a ballet composed by Adolphe Adam in 1841. She is a peasant girl during the Middle Ages who falls in love with her neighbor, Duke Albrecht, who happens to be a dubious nobleman disguised as peasant, Lois, so he can secretly go out to the countryside and play the field before his marriage to a prince's daughter. Despite the warnings of others, and in spite of her fragile health, Giselle falls head over heels for the duplicitous Albrecht. Once his secret is revealed, Giselle goes mad and dies. Near her grave live the Willis, female spirits who, having been jilted themselves, seek revenge on men by dancing them to death. Albrecht comes to Gisele's grave begging for forgiveness, and she pure-heartedly shows him mercy, and they dance. Later, when the Willis surround him, Gisele returns and saves Albrecht from certain death. Her forgiveness and pure love triumph over their vengeance and hatred. Albrecht is saved, the Willis retreat, and Gisele returns to her grave to rest in eternal peace. Popular songs on Giselle. Giselle, O you les Willis, a ballet composed by Adolphe Adam in 1841. Famous people named Giselle. Giselle Fernandez, American TV journalist; Giselle Blondet, Puerto Rican actress and TV host; Gisele Bündchen with tilde 1/4 Brazilian supermodel;